Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on the video. This is Real Housewives of Atlanta, season, season 7, and it's episode 14. All right, so we start right in. It's that damn Cynthia, Claudia, and Kenya. That little crew. They are going up into Claudia's apartment, and she finally got everything in there. It's all furnished and all this business. And Cynthia's stupid ass goes right away, and she's talking about Nene. Oh yeah, let's take some pictures so Nene knows that you're not homeless. I'm like, there you go again. Every time you step on the screen, you got Nene's name in your mouth, you dumbass. Stop giving up your C's. I'm tired of even saying it. But anyway, moving on. Claudia, this irritated me so bad. That whore, she got started with this. She started crying. She was telling them about the shit with Portia at the party, and she gets to crying and talking about how she's a half-breed, and my mom is white and my dad is black, and I'm so sick of you. And that I am so tired of that little color game that she plays. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of hearing about it. I'm sick of hearing about how she's so broke up because you grew up like this. Bitch, get some counseling. Go get some counseling. Shit, I didn't get sick of hearing Miss Chalet talk about trying to commit suicide as bad as I'm tired of this bitch fussing about being mulatto. Go somewhere and sit the fuck down and get some counseling and get your life in order, bitch. Anyway, she's going on talking about, it's just, it was so mean and Portia wasn't nice and this, that, thing, and the other. Fuck you, Claudia, bitch. You went to that party with the sole purpose of starting trouble with Portia. That's what you did. And she fucking paid you dust and you're mad. And I don't know what these tears is about, trying to get somebody on your side or somebody to feel sorry for you. It's ridiculous. She had no business even going to that party. You knew you weren't really welcome. Stupid. She really is. She's stupid. I told y'all before, I don't even like that motherfucking Portia because she's an idiot. She's a fucking cotton ball with a wig on. I can't stand her. But Claudia is just ridiculous. Anyway, moving on. Next, we see that damn Candy and Todd. They're packing their bags. They're going out to L.A. Todd done pulled some strings and got Candy's ass a role in this movie called Second Christmas. Some B-rated movie, I guess. But, she's like, oh yeah, I didn't even have to audition. Good thing. Good thing. Anyway, so they had a whole little argument erupt. Well, she had an argument erupt because Todd didn't give a fuck what she was talking about. He's planning on staying a few extra days. I don't know how I feel about that. I know why. He's fucking growing away from her because you're a fucking bitch and you act just like your mammy. So we already said all this was going to go on, But yeah, I don't know about you going to LA together and then I'm coming home and you fucking still staying and you ain't working. I don't know if I would have liked that either. But whatever. I mean, child is what it is. For them, it's a little different. Going out with the guys, or like if I was dating someone, them going out with the guys would be them maybe going across town. They have a different type of money level, you know what I mean? And their friendships, yeah. They could very possibly just going out with the guys require you to get on a plane. So it just depends. I think it has a lot to do with their lifestyle. And I don't know, she's feeling some kind of way because she's just trying to control that man. And she sees that man slipping away from her. And as we went further in the program, we seen her talking with Carmen. And she was talking about how her and Todd don't have sex, like they should. And they get on each other's nerves. And stuff like that. The shit's falling apart. I mean, call it what it is. Call a spade a spade. The shit's falling apart. You done mistreated him in the beginning. I believe he resents you for it. And now the shit's fucking falling apart. It is what it is. Anyway, we've been saying it all season. How'd you miss it? Anyway, moving on. Peter and Apollo are out. Apollo is telling Peter that he thinks, well, not that he thinks, he knows that Phaedra is cheating on him. He has copies of text messages and shit. Some shit about some guy named Chocolate, some African man named Chocolate, and all this business. And he's just as upset and he's just mad. And it's just crazy. And Peter's just sitting there taking it all in. Taking it all in. And later on, Peter went and told the business to Cynthia, which I don't know why, because, that bitch is going to go right in her mouth. But anyway, this was what was so funny to me. I'm looking at Peter. Peter had to put his motherfucking glasses on so that he could read the text messages. Why the fuck ain't he got them glasses on driving? No. You better quit fucking with Peter. Peter gonna have your ass up against the media. Peter trying to pretend like he young. Motherfucker can't see. You can't see the read. You can't see the speed, okay? Now cut that shit out, Peter. Anyway, moving on. Kenya ends up talking to Brandon. Later on, they're talking about this little thing that they're trying to do. Trying to shoot this pilot and all this here. This bitch, she's so ridiculous. Can somebody tell me why she has a dildo in her motherfucking kitchen and a goddamn cupboard? I'll wait. Exactly. No room in no motherfucking kitchen for no goddamn dildo. That's just ridiculous. Anyway, moving on. Old dumbass pallet that ain't going nowhere. Fuck out of here, Kenya. Anyway. Claudia's ass, she had a little segment. A lot of little dumbass segments. She had a little segment. She talked about the damn cat licks on her arm. If she lays in the bed too long, after her alarm goes off, the cat licks on her arm, and that makes her go ahead and get up. But then she said, but it's kind of a turn on because I haven't gotten any in a long time. Do you think I'm perverted? Yes. Stupid ass. Next, you'll be running around doing bestiality, I guess. You sit around licking, well, you lick cat anyway, but not real cats. You're not supposed to lick real cats, you stupid ass. Anyway, I can't stand Claudia. She's just weird to me. But anyway, moving on. Kenya has this casting call. Now, her and Brandon talked all kind of shit on Cynthia. Cynthia came there and killed that casting call. She really did. She did a wonderful job portraying the character that she was doing. It was hilarious. Hair was just as nappy underneath her head. She did a really good job. I was Cynthia gets on my nerves too, but I was glad because they had talked so much shit on her. I was glad that she came through, and she really did. She came on through. Her little scene she did, it was hilarious. She did that shit. She really did. Everybody in the room was literally about in tears. It was funny. That was good. That part, I enjoyed that part of the show. When they get together, I don't enjoy them very much, but I really did. I enjoyed that part. Dee Woods was there. She auditioned and everything. And they made the statement that they did actually get Leon on board. But I still think the pilot's going to be a bunch of garbage. But anyway. Next we see Claudia and Portia. Now this got on my nerves. This took me right on over the side. Claudia's still beating this dead horse about Portia and how they're not friends and how they need to be in a working environment. They need to do this, that, and the other thing. This bitch literally went to Ricky Smiley about the situation with Portia. Now, if I was Portia, they could have that peach. Because I beat her motherfucking ass. I would beat her motherfucking ass. You go to my boss with some bullshit, fucking around. See, when you start playing with my money, I would choke Claudia out. Like, seriously, she had no business going to Ricky Smiley with that old high school ass bullshit. Girl, I'd have choked her out. I'm sorry. I'd have choked her out. I'd have choked her nose right up out of her face, honey. That was just ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous to involve him. He is their boss, not their friend. He's their boss. And Portia even had enough sense to know that that wasn't right. She's like, well, wait a minute. Why are you bringing this to my workplace? This, that, the other. I don't need to speak to you. I don't need. And Ricky's like, but I'm, it's to a point where he's feeling uncomfortable because Claudia keeps fucking bringing it up. They'll fuck around and they'll both be fired. And I'm telling you, she yanked, old big head, pageant girl. She ought to choke that motherfucking Claudia out, I'm telling you. Anyway, I didn't like that at all. Y'all leave it in the comments. Tell me what y'all thought about that whole thing. Some bitch bringing some bullshit and taking it to your boss at work. Try to kick your fucking ass. You fucking with my mortgage money and my car money and shit. Anyway, the next thing that was really going on, which they were really focusing on, which I was just like laughing at the whole shit, was Phaedra. Apollo's supposed to be reporting to jail. Apollo's at the house fucking with Phaedra. And she's just that bothered child. She walk around with little guys that's changing the locks. This motherfucker is making a whole hoopla about them changing this lock. And she got this little girl with her. The little girl act like she got the 911 on speed dial, baby. He said, do you want me to call the police? Do you want me to call the police? I screamed. I said, and she said, no, not yet. Okay, and Apollo kept leaving, like he had this friend that she's like told him, she said, get your little friend and take him on out of here, or I'm going to call the police, and they're going to take his ass on out of here now. And they left, then they come back, and then whatever, and he's going, he's like, you took everything away from me, don't play with me, Phaedra, this, that, thing, and the other. Child Phaedra was like, did I, baby? Did I take everything away from you? Oh, all right, well, I'm going to pray for you. All right, fix it, Jesus. And he was doing that classic Phaedra thing. I was like, Phaedra, you better stop. He's going to smack the shit out of you if you don't quit. Because she was just being smart. And then when he kept coming back, this she had the nerve to use one of my lines. And I fell out when she said, just as crazy as a road lizard. I damn near pissed on myself. Do you hear me? And he was. He was going back and forth. His motherfucking eyes was dancing in his head. I said, boy, you better go on. You better go on. She told him to. Get away from me with this, Apollo. Go away from me with this, or I'm going to call the police and have them come get your ass. He whispered, don't call the police on me. She's like, child, you better go on. You better take your ass on. All about a key and his clothes. Tell me what you did with your clothes, Apollo. They got a nice fitted jumpsuit for you where you're going. You don't need no clothes. They got clothes for you. And what the fuck you need a key for? If it ain't gonna open up them motherfucking doors they slamming behind you, you don't need no key, boo. He's just going off to be going off. I told y'all, he's just as crazy. He's losing it. He really is losing it. Then I heard him say something about telling, I guess, Aiden, something about they would kill him in jail or something. I don't know what that whole thing was about. I'm like, did I hear that right? Bye, Apollo. Go report the fuck into jail and leave folks alone. Go do what you got to do, and we'll see you in 8. Shit. Anyway, moving on. Other than that, really was kind of, I thought the episode was a little bit boring myself, but, you know, whatever, it is what it is. You know, we get a couple of them in there sprinkled in. They have so many episodes. We get some boring ones sprinkled in. On Andy's little show, I got more life off of Watch What Happens Live, because they had Tracy Ellis Ross, and Nene. And Nene actually had a nice piece of hair on. Now, I wish it was black. I wish it would have been black instead of blonde. But, you know, she's in this blonde phase. But I liked the hair. I did. This the first one this season, I think, that I really care for. I liked the hair. The bitch, of course, she had on a badass motherfucking shoe. And she looked real nice. But the hair was cool. But I just would have liked it better in like a number, like a 1B or something. Yeah. Maybe not even black, you know, solid black. Maybe a 1B. Even with like maybe a little bit of 33 sprinkled in through it or something. It would have been cool. But I don't know. I liked the hairstyle. I really liked this one. I cared for it. I thought it was kind of cute. And it looked good on her because it was kind of fluffy and, you know, and waves, and it was pulled, the curls was pulled out. And, you know, she needs that volume because she's a big girl. And I really did. I thought she looked very, very nice. And I loved them damn shoes she had on. But her and Tracy, they were carrying on something terrible up in the clubhouse. I enjoyed that more than I enjoyed the show. But anyway. All right, guys. You know what to do. Thumbs up or thumbs down. And I will catch up with you guys next Sunday. All right, guys. Bye for now. Bye-bye.